But why wouldn't they just spit in both Beastmaster and Clockwork separately? And then
Because it's not nearly as funny.
Because it's all about the meme. That's why.
Yeah.
There we are. We're
Do it
getting
for
to
the content. Do it for the
it.
content.
Yeah. The thing that's interesting here is you did pick the Morphling into an Undying, which is not the best feeling situation. Because if you are morphed relatively low, he just decay soul rips you from the trees and you immediately die.
Yes.
5 seconds.
That is something you have to deal with. I imagine Costabile, he's not going to fall for that one, though. He's going to have his HP sit at like 700, 800. They're not going to be able to get that initiation off onto him. It's the Nyx Assassin out of Invis Impale that I'm worried about for him. I think that'll allow him to set up just like the hard lockdown.
Yeah, he's not one of those heroes that's like countered by Spiked Carapace usually. But you don't have like abilities like Flame Guard. During waveform, you're immune, so you can't really affect him with that Spiked Carapace. You just have to hit him with that Impale.
Yeah, that's the really old counter, the counter to Blade Mill on Morphling. You just you waveform and you throw the E-Blade and the Adaptive Strike out while you're inside the waveform. It's like the tale as old as time.
Yeah, a lot of people forget about that actually.
5 seconds remain.
It was like one of like the staples of being a Morphling player is be able to reflect Blade Mail with that one. Otherwise, you just die and you have a bad time. It's interesting though. I guess Dota is such a complex game where you don't need to know little nuances like that being good at your hero. I think your macro management is more important at this point.
Yeah.
You can't really 1v5 as much anymore either. There's all these items in the game like Glimmer Capes and Lotus Orbs now that allow you to save from that shotgun from the Morphling. Stupid team-oriented game.
Yeah, how dare they? How dare they not make this a single-player RPG?
I think in Hector's ideal way of playing Dota, it is a single-player RPG where he just gets to farm up gold until he's the hero, and then just one-shots the end-game boss.
Yeah, exactly. They have banned the Storm Spirit and the Kunkka, which makes sense. I mean, Chris Luck just popped off last game on the Storm Spirit. It is still a pretty decent Storm Spirit game. I think they're just expecting this potentially to be the off-lane Leshrac.
They're probably expecting that one.
I feel like you can still run it mid against the Void Spirit.
You could. Yeah, it's not awful against the Void Spirit, but at this point, like, what other offlane do you pick here that's like super, super good? I think it would be better to, like, I don't know.
Into the Morph?
Oh, yeah. Batrider?
No, Batrider doesn't feel too good. Okay, they're going to go Ember Spirit.
Another gap closer. All right. You don't need a crazy amount of gap close this game, I feel. I think Nyx Assassin is going to deal with that Snapfire for you. Oh my god, that ghostly Clockwork set. That is it is very different from the regular one.
Oh yeah, that's cool. So he just actually has the base skin equipped. So yeah, with the ghost shaders for that costume, they give you a replacement for all of the base cosmetics that turn him like ghost looking. So he just took all of his actual extra cosmetics off. And just he's using the base skin.
Interesting. I really liked the Four Zoomers one. Who was it that was playing it with the telescope
Ocean.
that was just... Pardon?
It was Ocean. Yeah.
That looks so cool. It was hilarious. Valve probably linked to that one. They're just like, god damn it. Looks like we gotta apply another fix, boys.
Is it been fixed though? I really doubt it. That's the funny part.
Well, we've got Headless Lycan after like 10 years. Some things just never change.
Oh my god, that one's intentional. They really just need to make a Headless Horseman set for him.
Yeah. Not on a horse though. Is there a Headless Horseman set for Chaos Knight?
It's been in the shop for like 6 years.
Like
every year it gets submitted for the Halloween chest, and I'm pretty sure it never gets added to the game because they're like, it's not lore friendly, and yet here we are with so many ridiculous sets.
Yeah, here we are with everyone being ghostly at the moment, and I know Ember Spirit's got nunchucks, and Undying's got, I don't know what he's got going on right now.
He's got a giant.
He's got a lot going on.
Yeah, this was the fungal TI I was telling you about. Yeah, see, his giant plant on his arm.
Yeah, I mean, we've got Cowboy Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, that one's no. It's she's supposed to be like a vigilante or like not a cowboy. Wait, is vigilante? I don't know.
She's a cowboy.
She's a cowboy. Cowgirl, sorry.
Yeah, cowgirl. Whippersnapper, Neph. You're both babies. That's true. I get made fun of for how young I am, or I used to get made fun of for how young I am and how little I knew about Dota from my old boss at Wildcard. He'd be like, I'd whip you into shape if you played back in G Arena in 2005 against me, sonny boy. Shout out to Griff, by the way.
You're like, sorry, Gramps. Here, let me get you your wheelchair.
Yeah, let me try to get you your wheelchair. By the way, do you need a babysitter for your kid for this match we're about to play each other in?
I think you mean grandkids.
Yeah. A great guy. I miss him though. He's doing a bunch of League of Legends related stuff now though, which kind of sucks.
Yeah, we don't talk about that game.
Yeah. Someone's gonna send him a clip of me saying that and making fun of him. I'm definitely gonna get a message in the middle of this match. Bottom lane.
He'll be happy about it, I'm sure.
Just glad his kids are calling him. Bottom lane. He's got 2 boars out, but he doesn't find any of the enemies here, so no initial harass. And KJ, he's just scouting around.
I love how good all 3 of the Sven Immortals pair. Like, it's just incredible. They look all so good. I really wish I had the sword.
Sword? Yeah, it's crazy how far we've come. Do you remember that awful ring sword that Sven has?
Yes, I remember. I know all of Sven's awful swords. I have like 9, gosh, Sven might be the hero I have the most cosmetics for, actually.
Do you have any Sven-related real life items, or what?
I don't think so. The only real life cosmetics really were the Weta Studios ones that were made, and those are the Demon Edge, the Vanguard, and Butterfly, which aren't really like hero related.
I thought about buying an Abyssal Blade, but I don't think it was ever done. The best I could find was like a keychain. Dota's not popular anymore. Nobody makes like knockoff stuff for it either.
That's unfortunate. Nothing like some knockoff brand stuff.
Hey, you know, as long as it functions. I'd wait for official merchandise, but I'm waiting on a lot of things from Valve.
Yeah, that requires a big effort there. Dude, Stinger is just trying to get these decays off bottom, but he keeps getting hit by the battery. Salt and KJ is just going to TP out in his face like, alright, later, dude.
Yeah, he's going to lose a lot of strength in a moment here, and a lot of this health that he has, so he's going to have to salve up fairly soon. I'm surprised he's not just running at people and trying to get these right clicks off while he's got 24 stolen damage. Let's see it.
Well, you get to deny at least, but yeah, I see what you're saying.
Take a quick look to the mid lane here and see hits against Chris Luck, 4DR, of course, his stand-in. Looks like he's doing all right. It's about even at the moment. I think Ember Spirit, as this lane goes on, he gets a little bit of an advantage, just the fact that he has better spells.
Yeah, I think once you have 3 points in Flame Guard, your lane is pretty. Whoa, that shouldn't happen.
You're right. That shouldn't happen.
So Costa Bile just got caught out, I guess, and just took like an impale from the trees. That's the only way that you die there. His health like plummeted so fast. I actually watched his health bar. It was about 3/4 and then just went to straight 0. So he was probably full Agimorph down to like 400 health and just got double stunned and died.
I don't think it would have mattered if he was stunned from the trees or not at this point. I've talked to you about this a few times. I mentioned it to Moxie a lot. This is just like the nature of morphling. If you're at level 1, you only have 1 point attribute shift. You regen 20 HP a second when you start shifting to strength. That's almost nothing. Once you get 2 points in it and you start getting 80 health a second, that's when people really struggle to bring you down. Before that, you're very susceptible to getting killed.
Yeah, so maybe he was just too low and they just went on him anyway, knowing that it's an easy kill. And they just hit their timing. They both got level 2 and went for it.
Yeah.
That was sick.
Yeah, it was. I mean, you need to be able to kill him at the start of this lane. Once he's level 3, yeah, look, they're not going to be able to grab him anymore. Even if that Split Earth head hit him. Oh.
Nice hit on bottom lane. He actually put a point in Tombstone to get this kill. But yeah, just the constant decays, the Storm Bolt came out and a Soul Rip, and they get the kill.
Someone lays blame.
The Tombstone usually doesn't feel very good during the laning phase anymore. Afterwards, it's great for taking team fights, but earlier on, you just walk away from the zombies. But as you were saying, he did manage to snake him the kill there. Just going to feel like it's a little bit useless. I mean, the massive downtime makes you feel a little bit underwhelming.
Yeah, absolutely.
Ooh, nice grab there by Hector. Didn't let Flea steal that one from him. This guy, he's just cleaning up boars, cleaning up hawks.
Another kill in the top lane. All right. Well, I guess we're going to keep our eyes more on the top lane. I figured this was going to be a lane we wouldn't be seeing a lot of deaths in. But, we'll have to bounce back and forth.
Life comes at you fast sometimes.
Chris Luck tries to get the Arcane Rune there, but Flea with a quick little drive-by. Cookies on forward. They're going to be able to do quite a bit of damage. This might just actually be a kill. Nice rotation. Two-man Searing Chains. Flea's got to get the body blocks, but Chris, yeah, he's going to go north, but another Scatter Blast comes out. They take the kill. Well played.
They got him during the downtime of Flame Guard there.
I had to be, yeah.
Yeah, 16. Yeah, he just used the Flame Guard to play aggressive, and then he got blown up afterwards. So that was a very well-timed rotation there. Unfortunately, it's not going to secure the 5-minute bounty runes for them, but it was pretty telegraphed. Flea comes in, he wants to secure rune for his mid laner. Well, they both come in trying to secure rune for the mid laner. They end up blowing the guy up. 5 minutes now. We're going to see some action at the runes, Ricky.
Oh, yeah. We're going to see Schofield. Ooh, missed Impale top, but KJ, quick fingers as a result. Bottom lane, Flea's already got his, so only one bounty rune left. beastcoast should get that one on the Ember, but 3-for-1 favoring them. Nice Tombstone comes out. Sorap trying to keep Hector alive, but doesn't look like it's going to happen. Too much damage coming out from King RD. Flea going to turn it over to the Tombstone with the help of that Beastmaster, and now Stinger. You don't do much left. You don't do much else, rather. And, well, top lane, you catch the Leshrac finally.
Yeah, so that's the punishment for just sitting him up there by himself. He does have tons of magic damage, but you're susceptible to getting killed. The moment this guy cogs you, Costa Bila is able to get so many auto attacks off. And there is just no chance that you're able to bring down Morphling by yourself. Costa Bila would have to be paying absolutely no attention.
Take hands off the keyboard, man. That's the only scenario.
Yep. It's a little bit stressful being a Morphling player, though, isn't it? Just constantly sitting between no HP and tons.
Yeah, that's why I don't play the hero.
I play a lot of Clockwork, and when I play against him, every so often you get these rocket flare kills off, and Morphling is just popping off as he tries to heal.
Yeah, he's like running around super low life, and you're just like, whoop, hook shot, or
just throw the flare out when he's at like 1 HP and then about to go to the camp to heal up with like a massive death or something.
Really nice scan on the bottom lane here. Does scout the Void Spirit. Stinger is going to throw his body in the mark, but unfortunately for him, he's got a D rune on the Void Spirit, so a couple auto attacks there. Kit's going to find the kill. I think he was just trying to get the vision of exactly where that Void Spirit was, and it was just much closer than he expected.
As we say, things come at you fairly quickly here. King RD, he's pushing the bottom lane, 2 points of Inner Beast. Kit's here with the double damage rune, so I don't think they're going to be able to defend this tower.
No, this is a really good rotation.
They're going to try.
Nyx. Okay. I mean, it's still going to die. A couple more auto attacks plus the tower. Kit's Astral steps to the other side, but a nice kill there as he's going to get perfectly reflected by Schofield. And that Spike Carapace. Stinger finishes him off, obviously, with that Soul Rip, but that was a sick setup. They managed to bring him down pretty easily.
Yeah, just that punishment, they see the catapult is down here. Everyone has their TPs off a cooldown. The tower is at that low at that point that the Void Spirit is pretty desperate for the kill. And that's when he's going to make the biggest mistake. That's what I love quoting the flavor text on Legion Commander, man. I don't know if you've seen that one.
No, tell me.
The moment of courage. The enemy's most vulnerable moment, it also often follows their fiercest strike. So just as they prep up to finish off your tower, that is when they're going to be at their most vulnerable. Beautiful. Love Dota 2, man. Mid lane Flea. They let him have a little bit of XP. He's a greedy 4 player. He wants his level 6. It's gonna be a little bit under what. Dude, get out of XP range. This is Flea we're talking about here.
Yeah, but it is going to potentially set up a kill here onto Chris Luck. He does get that level 4 Flame Guard off, so he could potentially turn this. Lots of damage, multiple remnants available, but he's already had one out, so. We're going to just back away, pop that regen rune most likely. Yeah, he'll be fine. Oh, the flare! Oh, man, KJ reads him like a book.
Pulls another rabbit out of his hat. KJ, you do it again. But Chris Luck, he's not done. He wants revengeance for this one.
He just bottles up and heads north.
Yep. Gotta know this one's coming. You gotta know. But unfortunately, there's a ward and it's working
ward.
against you. You're gonna think you're safe here. Here's Flea with level 6.
They see him now.
This could be... Ooh, okay, here we go.
He's baiting it. He has to be, right? Like,
it's Spike Carapace. That's what he's worried about.
Yeah, he's waiting for the Spike Carapace to go for those Mortimer Kisses, but they will just chase him underneath the tower. Flea gonna try and leap himself away, but Chris Luck doing just a little bit too much. Kits now rotates on in, has one more Astral Step. Stinger will pop to that. Schofield hiding with no health underneath the tower. So a 1-for-1 trade. You lose the supports. You force a little bit of rotation out of Brazil.
Middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, not just a little bit of rotation. A lot of the heroes on the East Coast, they're just idling up here. Everybody other than the 2 heroes in the mid lane. Kits, you're going to have to get back here. You don't want to let Nyx Assassin sit up on you again, buddy.
Looks like they may have found the clock. Yeah, I mean, they definitely found the clockwork, it would appear. Nice Spike Carapace again, but Whisper can't survive it. He's just he's not tanky enough. Oh, nice attempt there from Kids. He doesn't have dying to the Edict that was still ticking off on that Leshrac. Roar? There's no way, right? Oh, he has no remnants. This actually might be a kill. Possibility is close enough. Adaptive Strike, nice dodge, but King RD will find it.
No, it's not enough at that point. You get caught with your pants down there. Is just out of position and paid for it. Costa Belay, they're not going to be able to do anything. This guy, they keep sending heroes up here to shut him down. This is something that they do so often on Beast Coast, and everyone wonders, okay, how the hell does Hector have so much fun? Well, you looked away for a moment. He's got a Midas on his Sven, and you're not punishing him for it. They take these disadvantageous fights, but at the same time, their net worth isn't really going down just due to how fast Hector is farming. Yeah. Look at this, man. Let's see him cut the tree as he goes. No, not this time. Okay, he's going the other direction. I looked away.
Top lane, Kids. Gets hit with the Spike Carapace, man. These Nyx stuns are becoming a real issue. A beautiful hook shot comes in, though, catching 2, hits him in the cogs, but KJ, he's not tanky enough. Mortimer Kiss is coming through. We'll be able to finish off 2 heroes. Double kill for Flea, looking for Schofield now, but a Spike Carapace once again gonna stun him up.
Doesn't have Scatter Blast, but they clean up the Tombstone, under 150 gold in the bank, and they know Spike Carapace is on cooldown for a little bit. He's got it back up now.
Cookie on forward, though. Nice dodge. Astral Step plus Resonant Pulse, though. Too much magic damage, man. Brazil, they've got a lot of burst. But it's like you said, right? Your Sven's free farming. He has an early Midas. He's up to level 10 now, closing in on that Echo Saber.
Dude, I hate this so much. It is unreal. I need Hector to stop buying this Midas, man.
I was going to mention it before the last fight when you brought it up. I was like, how much do you love the Midas Sven? Tell me. Tell us how you really feel.
Hey, you're losing me here, Hector. I was a massive fan. I love Beast Coast, but you're losing me with this. You're breaking my goddamn heart. He's got the Echo Saber coming for him right now. I don't know. This man is a genius. He obviously knows what he's doing, but I just feel as if you're farming a bit slower, maybe the XP's worth it. All right.
Roar comes out. I mean, you got Stinger here to heal your boy up, and oh my god, they were reflecting so much damage. Chris Luck, he's got a remnant to safety. He's going to be fine. A nice Storm Hammer from Hector, and look at the damage amp from this Undying. They just take down 2 heroes, no problem.
So Hector is first time he really joins a fight, and it goes quite well for him. They will be able to take mid pretty easily as well, if they so decide to push. Man up, you guys. All right, Hector says, I'm not increasing my GPM by hitting no buildings. It's a you guys problem.
So Kostabili does turn himself into an Ember, and that is not ideal when there's a Nyx Assassin on the other team. But they will be able to turn it around. Nice cookie stun up onto the Ember. He's just going to try and back away. Yep, Remnants up onto the high ground. Going to be fine. Remnant does come out. Mortimer Kisses are there as well. But again, another Remnant away. Chris-Luck's going to be fine. But, oh, he caught him mid-agility shift. Oh, no. Great impale stun there from Schofield. You managed to end up... You just overextended too far. You went in too deep on these guys.
You walked into Hector's domain. He was happy to sit in his jungle peacefully and farm, but you forced his hand here.
They're going to go for the solar play? No, they're not. King RD. A little bit too far away. Stinger. Got to be careful as well. They're going to try and chase Kits down here as he has no spells left. Stormhammer on the mark. Ran over by Whisper's Death... Diabolic Edict. And Pulse Nova, just a little bit too strong. Ooh, Roar. There's no... Where's the follow-up? I guess you have Flea? Okay, yeah, there you go. Level 4 Scatter Blast, they got him.
Yeah, they rip them apart thanks to those Scatter Blast, the Necronomicon units, but, you know, you're falling off in the early game yet again on Beast Coast. You allowed Hector this time to farm. He's 3 levels up on your Morphling right now. He's got his Vinus. I mean, the fact that this is going unpunished this game says a lot. They played all these super early game heroes. They maxed out the Spike Carapace and played defensive Dota on Schofield. Alright, he's down. They're starting to pay the price for it, but they need more map control right now. I feel as if them not grabbing this mid tower just allowed Beast Coast to take so many fights.
Look at that tombstone drop right in the middle of the enemy team. It's going to fall very quickly, but it does allow them to finish off that clockwork in time. Whisper now out of mana. Body slam by the big old lizard, and now Beastmaster will be the next to fall. So far, a 2 for 3 favoring the side of Brasil pretty darn well, and they're going to keep chasing. Chris-Luck does sidestep that Remnant, but slowed up quite a bit. Coastabile trying to do some serious work with this DD rune. Hector, got to be careful as well, but there's the break, the impale. It doesn't come out quite yet. He can't line it up. God Strength comes out from Flea. Can they kite this man? A nice Remnant as well. Sven starting to fall low. A little bit of health. The Adaptive Strike, they get him. Well played there from from Brasil. Mortimer Kisses gonna chase down Chris-Luck. He's gonna have to Remnant up onto the high ground. Hook shot just off the mark. So close, but it doesn't look like they're done. They want to keep going. Adaptive Strike once again. KJ trying to get in range for these cogs. Does have the flare there for the vision. Waveform into...
I'm not sure they're going to be able to... Oh, the flame gun.
What a sick play there from Coastabile. I was with you, man. I was like, I don't think they're going to get him. But the morph into Searing Chains, that was sick.
Coastabile, he does it again. And, you know, KJ, he was right there ready. He was going to chain stun him up, hit him with that power cog, shove him back there. And Ember Spirit, he ends up dying there too. But the big kill there was the Chris-Luck, or sorry, the Hector kill. Slowing down this Sven finally. He had way too much time on this map uncontested.
Yeah, they managed to recover a decent chunk of the gold there. It's about a 2,000, 2,500 gold lead now. They are going to be able to take mid tower as well, so a little bit of map control for Team Brasil. Overall, definitely a good swing in momentum for them. Hookshot's going to find that Nyx Assassin, going to trap him inside those cogs. Not a lot you can do to this. Remnant will catch the Scatter Blast. Nice heal from Stinger. It looks like he's going to be all right. A huge Split Earther will catch. There's the Impale. Oh, they turn it around big time as Whisper gets a double kill on the Leshrac.
And just like that, they take it back again on Beast Coast. You know, fortunately, it isn't slowing down Morphling, and he's going to be the super important hero of this game, but all he's going for right now is this Lincoln Sphere. This is going to feel a little bit underwhelming. I don't know what you think here, Ricky, but I think the Morphling's going to come on too slow at this point, especially if he goes Lincoln's first item. That is a defensive item.
The sad thing is he has no choice, right? He's against the Sven. And right here, I mean, he's got a Spirit Vessel on him. He's not able to morph much of anything. They do get the Roar on the backside to take down that Nyx Assassin. The question is, can you get the Chris-Luck Ember? I mean, that's the big kill here, right? You'll take both supports. That's a fantastic 2 pickoffs for Brasil, but Chris-Luck's really the one that they want.
Yeah, to answer you, I don't think that they're going to be able to grab him. I mean, they were lucky to get him that first time. I don't think they expected that morph to come out onto him and to him to get slighted there. They're locking a bit of lockdown. You know, they need a Yule set up on... Oh, they actually almost have the Aghanim Scepter finished on the Void Spirit here. I completely take back everything I said. They've got this.
Ooh, hookshot way off the mark there. Chris-Luck just going to kind of walk away.
I don't think he'll take this fight. I think they need to leave. They need to leave right now.
Yeah, they do. And I think they know. They are going to be able to catch KJ there with a nice slight chains. But it looks like that's going to be the only kill. As soon as they see those extra TPs come in, I think they know. Like, they have a good ward up here to scout. They even have the Hawk on the left side here. So they have plenty of vision for a fight on Team Brazil. The question is, though, do you want to fight into that? Because it seems pretty scary.
You definitely don't. When you see, especially the Hector TP, and like this guy is not going to join the fight unless he is certain that it's going to be a winning fight for his team where they're going to be able to take a lot of kills. He has his BKB done now. I think you mentioned that already. I had missed that one. And he's going for the Agnum Scepter next. Yeah, I don't know about this one, Ricky. I think they're just going to close this out pretty quickly here on Beast Coast. Not a whole lot Brazil's going to be able to do.
Ooh, they found K there once again on the clockwork. Pops a battery assault. No spike carapace means there's going to be Mortimer Kisses coming out. Chris Luck, he does have one remnant, but the AoE silence, it does catch. I was like, in comes Void Spirit. They're going to be able to hold him down. Well played from Brazil, baiting that out just as long as they could. They still have Roar available if they want to try and continue fighting here. They lose your tier 2 in the top lane, though.
So he slowed down a little bit there. And it's a little bit of breathing room right now, and you're going to be able to find the tier 2 neutral items because of that.
Some really good ones here. Nether Shawl, actually, for the Void Spirit. This is incredible. 8% spell amp, some magic resist reduction as well. And he's good at dealing with the Sven, right? He doesn't have to get much to deal with getting Storm Hammered. You just assimilate, stuff like that. Makes him very mobile.
He's sitting in the trees behind Costa Belay, just trying to keep him safe, but he's quite far from finishing up an Agnum Scepter for the Gobble Up. Actually, might not even grab that here. He's going for the Hood Defiance right now. I think he's just so worried about the Nyx Assassin and Leshrac getting on top of him in these team fights. He's not worried at all about the Sven, which is a little bit funny. You know, that's going to be the major issue once he finishes off that Agnum Scepter.
Yeah, it's really true.
Which he's ignoring for now because he went to Sanj. I think he's just going to go Sanj and Yasha.
I'm okay with that, honestly. I am.
I'm not crazy about it. I mean, the Sanj and Yasha farms faster. It's not nearly as good for taking fights, though. So I think that they're going to let this one play out for a little bit. And, you know, when they're up against Morphling, who's got the Lincoln Sphere first, you're sitting... oh my god, this is ridiculous. You're 4k net worth up on the Morphling. Like, this Sven is just going to continue to outfarm you. There's no way they managed to take Roshia, right?
I mean, they're looking like they're going to. You got a Beastmaster. You're doing a ton of damage on the Morphling as well. And it looks like it's going to be a Roshan. They're pinging it out now. Sven trying to TP on over.
They need to get people
no
in this
Aghanim
pit.
Scepter,
Get
so
off
this
so
is...
quickly here. They're going to get it.
Yeah, they absolutely got it. It's going to be an Aegis right on Costa Belay. Hookshot comes out, they find Undying, Mortimer Kisses to follow. I mean, that's just a dead hero. A nice silence push back onto Sven. You can't walk through cogs, sir. There's a nice tombstone on the high ground there, causing a little bit of trouble for them. But you've caught the Morphling as well. He's just way out of position, trying to waveform himself away. Sven will finally take down that clockwork, but they're in a lot of trouble. First life there of the Morphling. They're going to die back on the clockwork, trying to do some work here. King RD pops that roar, does hold Sven in place. That's the BKB. They gotta try and disengage. You cannot afford to die back here on the clockwork, but you can't stop Hector, baby. Ooh, maybe you can. He walks away just fine. They're able to take down the Nyx, and now Leshrac in some serious trouble, and so is Chris Luck. They got baited in just a little bit too far, and now Hector on the run. Does he have a spell to hold him down is the question. Adaptive Strike, a pretty decent stun, but...
They could just keep adaptive striking this man, but it's hard. He's pretty fast. He got 370 movement speed. It gets sped up even more by popping that war cry every so often. Focus on the towers, everybody. We finally have a little bit more map control. And Hector, he's probably regretting not grabbing that Aghanim Scepter now. That's Sanj.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Let him down just a little bit.
Yeah, he's going back for it. He just bought another Ogre Axe. He's like, okay, I should have gone Axe. This is bad.
Yeah. And, you know, the strategy isn't going to be able to do a whole lot for them. Yes, it deals with the roar decently, but you already picked up your BKB to deal with a lot of the disables on their team. And, you know, the clockwork, he just kept juking. You tried to get on top of him, but it was a little bit too hard, just having to gap that distance as you throw out the Stormbolt.
Yeah, you have no way into the cogs, right? Like, if if you throw the storm hammer at him, he's just gonna immediately pop cogs, and then you have to spend some time either attacking them or you go for a different target.
Yep, and by then he's already wasted a decent chunk of time and just giving you.
Mid lane, they managed to get a hookshot onto Chris Luck. There's gonna be the Mortimer Kisses. Spike Carapace already used. He does get out on just a sliver of health. There's gonna be a roar, does catch the Sven. He's taking a decent chunk of damage as well. He's gotta be careful. Nice cookie on out, Flea out of mana though. E-Blade combo, gonna hit the Ember. Dude, that is a lot of damage.
Yeah, it is, and you know Hector suddenly he doesn't feel tanky enough to be able to survive these fights. Goes to Belay finally starting to come online. Once he does get this BKB, I think he's going to be able to take these fights here.
You're about to have a Solar Crest on your Beastmaster too.
Yeah, just give you that extra attack speed and armor. It's not doing the most work in the world this game. It's just good for when you want to finally start taking high ground. But they're paying the price for, I guess, giving up that Roshan and chasing the clockwork there. I thought this game would have closed out maybe in the next couple of minutes now, but I see it lasted quite a bit longer.
Radiant are scanning for enemies.
Yeah, man. I mean, I guess Beast Coast finally has the gold lead back in their favor for the first time since like the first minute. They're smoked up here, or not smoked, I guess. They're just gonna run, gonna find Chris Luck, Cogs. Not gonna catch them thanks to the nice force staff there of the Nyx Assassin. Do they have dust? They do. Okay, so they will be able to bring down the Nyx. A great pick off, 35 seconds, no buyback. And they're gonna try and take down this tier 2 tower, and honestly, with the help of King RD, they should be able to.
Yeah, nothing they're really gonna be able to do to defend from this one. You know,
Oh, they're pinging out Sven.
Radiant's bottom
Oh,
tower is
They smoked and they're running at Sven.
Radiant structures are
The
fortified.
Hawk is out.
all right. Let's see it.
Dire are
They
scanning.
know where he is.
Oh, he saw this. He saw the Void Spirit. Oh my gosh. In comes the Stormhammer, baby. That's the new Aghanim's your Beastmaster. He's supposed to be your lockdown, but he's in a lot of trouble. The Roar does catch the Ember. The Mortimer Kisses are in. He just gets blown apart. Sven on the backside does end up committing onto that Beastmaster. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Now 2 as they take down the Clockwork. Snapfire in trouble as well. It is Hector's time, baby. Double kill for the Sven, and he's going to keep looking for more. Coast to be like, Waves forms away. Again, you cannot reflect waveform. You are invulnerable. So Spike Carapace, not a good counter to that.
No, and it does look like they took that fight in an amazing way, though. That was about 4,000 XP going the way of Beast Coast there, and you know, it's just incredibly unfortunate timing catching him over here. They had the Hawk, I think, throw it up there to scout it too, but I think he got there before the Hawk or something.
They saw him with the Hawk, but he just came in too close on the Void Spirit, and as soon as he saw him, he just backed, and their team was close enough at that point.
That's a hell of a mistake. You smoke up, even when you know where the enemies are. I guess walking up the hill still a little bit dangerous. So, mistake there from the stand and cost them quite a bit.
And the thing is like you have to wonder, like, did he actually think he was supposed to initiate, or is it supposed to be King RD? And it's like clearly it's supposed to be King RD with the Roar. Otherwise, you know, he just BKBs off any silence or anything like that if you jump on him as the Void Spirit.
RD, the smoked up again. You know, if it doesn't work once, we'll do it again. We are insane here on Team Brazil.
They have no detection on Flea here, and they just completely miss everything. And you know, again, they're kind of whiffing these smoke rotations really badly.
And they're incredibly important. Like, while you move all your heroes over here, Hector continues to farm. He's getting bigger and bigger. Sajin Yasha is going to be complete. He's holding on to buyback gold right now, though.
All right, we're in once again, another team fight, but a nice hook shot will buy them some space. They managed to blow up that Nyx Assassin thanks to those Mortimer Kisses, but again, it's just Sven, baby. He's just going to go one hero to another thanks to this Aghanim Scepter. Gets himself pretty much a double kill as he cleaved down both of them, but ends up being taken by Whisper and Chris Luck.
This Silver Edge is being flown out right now, and not much is preventing him from shoving out a lane, but goes right back in the jungle. Doesn't want to play too far forward. I feel as if this is a bit of a mistake here, Ricky.
Yeah, I feel like you could just do this, right?
You
Push
take
top.
every opportunity you can get. Oh my god, he's just going back in the jungle. He wants power, you know. At this point, You're almost 6 slotted though. You almost have every item you want and a Midas. Yes, you can sell the Midas, replace it with a Lincoln Sphere. You can turn the Assange into Assange and Yasha. But
Radiant's bottom
something's got to
tower is
give,
being
man.
attacked
Every minute you
by
take,
enemies.
Costa Bile becomes closer and closer to catching up with you.
That is true. And in the river, what happened there? Who did they find? Oh, it might have been Ember, and he just remnants it away. Yeah, looks like it.
Telescope now found. That's a hell of an item.
Very good. 100 attack range on Morphling is pretty wild.
We'll see who
Or
they give it to.
125, isn't
Clockwork.
it? Yeah, 125.
They give it to Clockwork, so he's going to hold on to that one. He's going for an Axiom Scepter now after his Blade Mail. It's taken a while to get anything. He is the suicide initiator this game. I would have liked to see him with a Force Staff or something, but I guess he just wants to do as much damage as he can to defend when he jumps on him.
Yeah, there's Smoke top lane looking for kits on the Void Spirit. Stormhammer, again, easy to simulate to dodge. He has those spider legs, but no Astral Step it for another 6 seconds. He does have a BKB after he comes down. He can't use it. He will. And they're going to try and turn the fight. Tombstone immediately shredded by Flea. In goes Hector once again, but it's just not going to matter. You can't do anything on this Snapfire against this hero. He just takes you down one by one. He's going to catch a Remnant to try and slow him down a little bit. Costa Bile's BKB hasn't done anything this fight, and they just find another kill there onto the Void Spirit. A Yules sends the Ember into the sky. An Impale on the backside will take down Beastmaster, and now Morphling stunned up as well. Cookied forward, but he's got that Spirit Vessel on him, and it is too difficult for him to actually survive this. Mana for Stormhammer in a couple seconds. Mortimer Kisses will get canceled by that Spike Carapace. There's the Impale. That's going to be a no buyback available on your Morphling. And this just looks like Brazil. I don't know what you can do here. They're just running you over on Beast Coast. Your whole base, it's in shambles.
Yep, nothing you can do at the moment. And, creeps have shoved in the same moment. Flea, he took a little bit too long to buy back there. I think he didn't realize the fight was going to go that poorly for his team. They can't do anything now. They're just going to rip through this Rax. They're going to head to mid lane afterwards. Yeah, look at Hector go. And, after they take that tier 2, they can just move back to the Roshan and grab the Aegis. This game, it's Beast Coast to win now.
Yeah, this is a huge win for Beast Coast. Like, we see the gold graph. Some of the last game, they hit these couple item timings and then just take fight after fight. And they just wipe the floor with Brazil, and they just get super far ahead. They take away all their objectives. The full lane of Barracks top lane, they're gonna get mid tier 2 tower as well. I'm assuming they just go bottom. Well, Sven's going home for some reason.
Hector has a mysterious mind. He knows more than the rest of us. Who are we mortals to question this man?
I just don't know why he went home. It doesn't. I have no. I mean, he's. What? Did you want mana?
Probably wanted HP and mana. He's probably going to go into Roche now. He doesn't have lifesteal, so he takes a bunch of damage when he goes to do Roshan. Would have loved to have a Paladin sword. Ooh, speaking of, Beastmaster finds one. That's going to feel okay on Morphling, but, it feels as if it's too late here.
Yeah, it does feel very difficult now for Costa Bile to try and find a way to deal with this hero. Another Stormhammer comes in. He catches KJ on the Clockwork. He does have his hookshot available to try and turn this around. There's just 4 heroes walking onto the high ground here from Beast Coast, and there's nothing you can do about it. They pop the BKB on the Void Spirit. He's used his entire spell kit. A Dissimulate's available, but gets caught by a slight change there. He's dead for a very nice 69 seconds.
Yeah, but they're just about at the 3-minute mark, and they know that Roshan, he must respawn now. Here he is. This is the last thing they need in order to breach the Brazil high ground, and they're not going to be able to defend from this one. Flea, you could throw out Mortimer Kisses, but it would be instantly disabled by the next assassin, who, for some reason, is not in the pit yet, actually.
He's just busy taking the outpost. No big deal.
Right, fair enough. Be able to deny those teleports back in if Void Spirit so chose to bot back. Now, I think they'll close out this game. There's absolutely nothing else you need to farm, Hector. You can farm for buyback, but, enough is enough. You're level 25. You're 6 slotted. You've replaced that Midas with a Lincoln Sphere. It's time for you to go.
Do you see Flea right now?
I do
He's just
not.
hiding on the high ground, just like he's just a standing ward there. Just watching as Leshrac and Undying walk through the jungle.
Scanning for enemies.
So it's a rough game for sure. It's over here. He's gonna try to split push the creep wave a little bit, but
I think
here
Hector's
comes
going
Hector.
in, man. This man has no chill. Okay, he's just gonna clear the mid wave.
And continues to do so. They're shoving this in very slowly right now. I'm not sure what they're waiting for. The buyback on Hector is going to be incredibly expensive. He needs another 1,400 gold for this one.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
But not sure if that's worth waiting for. Burned through a lot of that Aegis time with that one. He just actually is so confident that he won't die. He doesn't have Aegis or Cheese. He's got Sanjin Yasha. He's got Titan Sliver. So he has a bunch of status resistance. He's able to deal with this roar in a decent way.
Yeah. There's going to be the roar. They go in immediately. He still has BKB, but there it is. Finally comes out. They're going to try and turn this around. Stormhammer catches two right on the high ground. Cookies KJ away. He has the hook shot, but doesn't even get a chance to use it. You've lost two. It's a disastrous fight here for this side of Team Brazil. Crystal goes in, but he's the one holding the Aegis. It's just a bait. They don't care if he goes down, but in goes Hector once again as he finds a Void Spirit, and he's dead for 70 seconds.
Now, it feels like there's nothing they can do here. Morphling is alive, but it's him against the world. It's the cookie thrown out.
Yeah, this is rough, man. That should, yeah. I think they're just gonna call it. I'd have to imagine that they do. There they go. Brazil, you know, having a rough day today, I think, because Beast Coast just played so well.
Yeah, just like that, Beast Coast, they take the 2-0, and this does put them tied, I believe, with which was that?
Thunder
Predator. Okay, this one should be interesting. They're both, they're 8-8. One of them was a forfeit match, which I believe was not counted. So we're gonna have to talk to the admins about that one.
As far as how it works towards the group standings.
Yeah, exactly. But solid performance out of Beast Coast here, taking the quick 2-0. They got slowed down a little bit. Hector messing up a little bit with his targeting in these team fights, getting drawn out away from the clockwork. But other than that, nice performance. I would like to see items other than Midas picked up on Hector, but it looks like you can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Dude, the man loves his gold. What can you say, you know? It's just something he's just gonna keep going for.
I just got a message from Mr. Coast. I was told that if we win, you got to say this victory was powered by Mr. Coast's grill.
All right. Well done. Good job, guys. Very cool. But that being said, that's going to be our first of two series here today. Coming up next, we have Infamous versus Quincy Crew. Now, Quincy Crew, as we said earlier, has only dropped one game the entire tournament. And you know, they're looking pretty darn good. I love watching them play. Infamous, they had a little bit of a cold streak in the middle of the group stage here. You know, they were looking really hot early on, and then hit a little bit of a rough patch. But this is a team with a lot of potential.
Yeah, Team Brazil. It feels like they're just a little bit short of coming up and just doing amazing, right?
Yeah.
Every time we discuss this, again, if I think we could stick together for a little bit longer, maybe if they didn't have a stand-in, they'd be able to take some games today. But Beast Coast, they're a well-oiled machine, and Hector, you know, just playing solid Dota, and they played around him so well on Beast Coast. So nice game number one, but let's get ourselves ready for the next series here. Quincy Crew Games, always excited, and Infamous, they continue to surprise me every tournament.
I don't know. That's what I was saying, right? Like, Infamous is one of the teams that they hit a little bit of a cold patch in the center of this one, but they have a lot of potential, right? Like, this team could be really good. So we'll see what they can do. If anyone else will be able to take a game off of Quincy Crew here in the group stage. So definitely stay tuned for our second series of the day, Infamous versus Quincy Crew. We'll see you all after just a short break.